Chris here from AV.technology. I'm here with Alex from Crestron. This is going to be the most intimidating interview I've ever done. We've being watched literally by about 20,000 people a minute filing past the booth. But it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for spending the time with me.
Anytime, just ignore the crowd.
It's impossible. You're used to it. You've got the crowds coming through you. This is day 3 and it's kind of calming down somewhat, but it's been mental.
Looks like it's picking up again, so
yeah.
It's been a great show.
So I thought, good opportunity to talk some high-level stuff. So you explain to me who you are exactly.
Yep, so I'm the VP of Product at Crestron. So I oversee all of our technology solutions from hardware, software, our core technology, and also our strategy for what we're looking to do.
So you're far too young for that. You must be a genius.
No, definitely not genius. We have a great team.
Yeah. So this year's show, ISE 25, is it a year of incremental improvement, or are you particularly excited about what you've got to show this year?
I'm always excited about what we have to show. It's never incremental. Well, there's incremental improvements and there's also innovations. So really our focus has been and will continue to be throughout the year our content, control, and collaboration. And I think that what we do in this booth is showcase all 3 of them individually, but then also in one section bring it all together, where customers can see how you can easily present into a meeting or into a different conference, how intelligent video can allow for broadcast style switching so that you can be animated with clear, concise audio and full control in everything that you do.
Okay, so talk about that video piece about it being sort of intelligent, or improving like an MTR experience.
Yeah, of course. So we have our intelligent video portfolio, which is our One Beyond cameras, and our Automate VX multi-camera switching. And what we released last year was the addition of visual AI, which allows us to reframe participants in a shot, regardless of the type of meeting room. This year at this show, we're actually introducing a new feature called face direction switching, which allows us to make sure that we have the best shot of your face in any conversation. So for instance, if there was a camera right above your head right now and we're having this conversation head on, that camera would be picking me up because it sees that the best angle of my face is looking at you. But when I'm looking towards the camera in the front, it always then switches to that camera. And this is really making sure that technology becomes seamless for the end user. You should be having a natural meeting with colleagues across the table, or to the head of the table, or looking at people on a Teams call. And when that happens, we need to make sure that the camera's picking you up in the best view of yourself.
And that's always been the promise for years, but it's always been a bit clunky.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to experiencing that. But what's the science, I guess, even if it's like the social science of that natural experience in a Teams call? Is it eye contact? What's going on? It's more than a technology question, is what I'm saying.
It is, and that's one of the things I think that is actually beautiful at what we do. Right? What we're seeing is technology here is enriching how people live, work, and learn. And there's the human element of things where those cameras that are looking at us, we shouldn't be worried about them. We should not be worried about how the meeting's supposed to start, or did you press that button to make it happen. Technology needs to fall away.
Yes.
And as we add these features to make it really more realistic and simplistic, technology does truly fall away. The biggest challenge I think we saw was years ago: single camera in a room, wide shot, 10 people in the room. You don't really know the facial interactions. You don't know if someone liked something that was said during the meeting.
Sure.
Now, making sure that participants are brought out, and they're more represented regardless of where they are in the world. They could either be in that meeting or not. We make sure that everyone is seen and heard very well.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that's the video piece. I guess I feel almost guilty asking about AI, but in that particular application, can you describe how AI might assist?
Yeah, well, AI is actually doing a lot of work in that particular application. So first of all, AI is the buzzword. It's definitely all over the show. And how Crestron's envisioning AI is actually in 2 forms, right? It's one within products, and then number 2 is in making it more efficient to do business.
Right.
So first of all, in that product specifically, AI is heavily used to understand if a person is in the shot, where that person is in the shot, what the angle of that person's face is, and making sure that we're picking them up very, very well. And if multiple people are in the shot or they stand up, we're able to really bring everything together. But from the AI perspective of how we're looking to do it through our development processes, our operations teams, Crestron's really looking at AI from a perspective of both product and operations.
Gotcha.
And we've already implemented some of these features within our support team.
Gotcha. Right. There are still a few gaps in your product range as far as providing full solutions. Like you've got the I guess the video bar, and you do a lot of work with integrating with the likes of Sennheiser and Shure with the ceiling tiles, but without sort of obviously giving away your full roadmap. But it feels like you're providing solutions. So surely there are things on the horizon.
There are, but I also want to make sure that it's clear. Like, we want to provide the best solutions for customers, right? And the areas that we put our investments into, we're not just partially putting the investment into.
Yeah.
So our partnerships with Sennheiser, Shure, Audio-Technica, Yamaha, which we introduced at this show, they're top tier microphone providers in the industry. Everyone has their own subjective flavor of their favorite.
Sure.
And we want to make sure that we integrate with all the partners. And actually, you see that behind us in our driver portal for Crestron Home.
Right.
Hundreds of drivers last year, released over 700 into the market, really to enhance how we control our own products, but also third-party products.
Gotcha.
So from a perspective of providing solutions to customers, we really want to provide the best solution for high-impact, large spaces. And we want to make sure that we're providing the most focus in those areas. So where we're really focused right now is content delivery, NVX, audio, USB routing, also in the intelligent video world. In addition to that, collaboration with either Microsoft Teams or Zoom and providing those complete kits, and then wrapping it all in our control stack.
So I guess to round up and to finish off, what can you tell us about control? Is there much to say about what you're doing in that space?
Yeah. So we actually major announcement at this show. We changed our licensing model for XIO Cloud.
Right.
Now there's just 2 tiers.
Right.
Free and premium.
Sure.
Free allows you to simply get started, going, running, and you want analytics, remote management, and all the other features that are existing in the premium tier. You now have the selection to do that. In addition to that, we have major features in that platform like Program Connector that allows you to tie your control system program to the cloud, and now you can really make more actions happen in that room rather than that individual product that you're controlling. You can make the whole room now be controlled through the cloud, which is something that wasn't possible last year. So this new feature really enhances it.
Right, gotcha. Well, thanks, Alex. It wasn't quite as intimidating as I thought. We got there. We got there without being totally, well, personally not being totally terrified by the million people. But thank you for your hospitality, and I'm looking forward to checking out the new gear.
Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks, Alex.